Alright, peace. Forgive my dirty windows, but I want you to see this truck. See the truck in the background? Right? You trying to back into the door at this warehouse right here, right? Now, the truck driver is an African dude, right? Now, for one, I'm laughing at the dude because he came in with an attitude. You know what I'm saying? Trying to rush people and shit. And like, you know, I need da-da-da-da-da. Trying to scheme to basically get his shit done and then so he can leave, right? Which you can't blame a person for wanting to get their job done so they can go on and carry on. But at the same time, you got to have the presence of mind as a human being to understand that your situation isn't more important than the next person's. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all equal out here. You know what I mean? Like, you can't expect people to yield to whatever the fuck you got going on just because it's important to you and not important to other people. So my point in this, I just got to thinking, like, it's like this African cat. Like, for one, he's not, I wouldn't say he's as witty as he may seem, as he may think. And what I mean is that he seems to think that he's smarter than us. You know what I mean? Like, he can just tell us anything and we just gonna go with whatever the fuck he says so he can get whatever the fuck he trying to get. And it's like, you know, we was in there talking about it because it's obvious, you know, this ain't our first time. Hold on. Look, he didn't pull it out now. He gotta go look and see. See the door open. He gotta go look and see. He gotta double check. Window there in the bed. Now, I'm talking shit about him. I guess y'all can talk about me in my window since I'm talking shit about him. Right? You know, I'm not a mean person. Like, I don't kick people when they down and stuff like that. I don't make fun of people because of they flaws or whatever. You know, we all got flaws. So, you know, it ain't about that. But when people think that they better than you, but they don't display that, you know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty funny. You know, when people try to do shit that's outside their means and then they get embarrassed, that's your fault. You know, sit your ass down somewhere. So when you think you better than somebody, you come in trying to boss hog the game, and then, you know, you end up making a fool of yourself. Like, he trying to and the point is it's the 8 o'clock truck. It's like 6 something in the morning. We ask him, you know, what time, you know, what truck are you, what time? You 8 o'clock? I don't know, right? We know, he know what time, and it's important because, you know what I'm saying, we got other shit to do. But he want to just tell us that so he can try to get in and get out. But we know, he should know that we know this. It's common sense because we do this shit like every 3 days, see the same drive or whatever. But he think we stupid, so well, he just can tell us whatever. So, and we was just talking about it, and one of the coworkers was like, see, them Africans, they think they better than us. And I was like, yep. Because I remember watching Bobby Hemmett or Dr. Phil Valentine. I can't remember which one of them. But they were saying how a lot of the Africans, when they come over here, well, for one, we got a bad image around the world anyway, you know, as black people, right? But a lot of them, when they come over here, they get shown footage of us at like our worst. And they get told by somebody, I can't say who, you know what I'm saying? You know how when people tell them the story, they say they pull them to a room. So, you know what I'm saying? It could be customs, or it could be some of their elders. You feel me? Because the thing is to keep us divided. So, cause let me finish and then you understand what I'm saying. They show them a video of us at our worst. You know what I'm saying? Thug, video rappers. All we do is kill each other. Stuff like that. They put that mind state into the African peoples who come from the continent, and so they don't want to fuck with us. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't want us to build bridges. You know what I mean? Because if, you know, we get our shit together over here and then we politic with them over there, you know, we have trade amongst family. Because, you know, they still our family. As I'm going on in this, don't think I'm saying the Africans are not family. They are family. You know, personally, I ain't gonna go this far. I ain't gonna go that far. But they are family. But my point is, like, us, when we think of Africa, we don't know. If you haven't seen, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I didn't really understand really that Africa was pretty much the same over there as it is over here until I watched Hidden Colors, and they show like some African cities, and them shits look just like downtown Dallas and better. You know what I'm saying? So I realized that It's the same shit. They been doing the same shit they do over here, they do over there. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Cities, you know, people is denationalized. You know, they calling themselves under colonized names, things like that. Black, you know, African American, and over there, you know, don't get me started. I mean, don't give me the line. I don't know African history like that. I'm still caught up on our shit. But anyway, the point is this: they give us the image that Africans are like, you know, dirt poor and lit and hungry. You know, we growing up, we always see there's a starving African somewhere and a penny a day with blah 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 blah. You know, we think that Africa is like, you know, still like on some old, I don't know, primitive, for lack of a better term, times. You know, you understand what I'm saying? That's what they've colonized our minds to think about them. So when we think about them, we think, oh, they must have been like special Africans that got to come over here. You know, cause they smart. They were smarter than the. Hold on. You know, the drivers, they're like, man, what the fuck are you doing? Alright, I ain't. Like I say, I don't like to make fun. I'm not making fun of the dude, but at the same time, you know, I mean, what's to make fun of? Dude, he probably making $30 an hour. So what I'm laughing at, I ain't making $30 an hour, so I can't laugh at the dude. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like that. But just using him as an example, we see this a lot. For another brother to say that, it's obviously something he's seen before. I see it all the time. Africans think they better than us. You know what I mean? You know, and it's because of our image, and we think we better than them because we think that they over there, you know, living in huts and shit and not eating. You see? So our minds are colonized about each other. Like we don't understand we're the same people, just off different areas. Like, okay, just think about, you know how they say white people, so-called white people, came about because of climate, right? They moved over here and then they got pale skin. That's a lie. But anyway, they tell you that. Part of that is true in the sense that people do change based on climate, you know. But you gotta understand, or you should understand, or you should know, mitochondrial DNA doesn't change. It simply adapts. Okay? So the dark, like, all you gotta do is look at Eskimos. Eskimos ain't pale skin. It's people that's been living in cold climates that's not pale skin. And then I'm not just saying that's not true just because I believe it. Genetically, it's known that the pale skin comes from it's up to 75% or up to 70% Neanderthal DNA in this particular gene that codes skin pigmentation. And that's why they have the pale skin like they do. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not climate. It's impossible. Climate don't make you form monkey genes, Neanderthal genes. So it's not climate. You understand what I'm saying? It is what it is. But my point is, Africans, it is climate. You see what I'm saying? They, you know, African features, or it's because they've been living on a continent that's on the equator and around the equator. It's very hot. And if you think about it, a lot of the South Americans look like Africans. You see, because it's, once again, on the equator. You understand what I'm saying? But we up here in the north, we've been living in a more milder climate. You know, it get hot, it get cold in here, so we've adapted over the years. So we look a little differently. And then our brothers in Asia, well, it's not many of us left in Asia since they've murdered all of them. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? They look a little bit different in Australia and Asia, you know, because of the climate. But they skin still dark. They still got the bigger lips. They still got the wider noses, whether it's a long brow or a short brow. They still got the curly hair or straight hair, all black. You know what I'm saying? You know, either way, that's what that is. Like, we still family, but we need to understand that we've been on this continent, North America, just as long as Africans been in Africa, and Asians been in Asia, and Australians been in Australia, etc., etc. So this is much our home, just as much as that is theirs. You know, so my point in all this was, you know, our African brothers are our family, but, you know, we ain't African. We American. You know what I'm saying? Like, we American. We not African. So we need to let the African brothers have that, and we need to adopt our shit, our culture. You understand me? Yeah, man, and to the African peoples, you know, we ain't stupid, man, and we understand now. We've been ignorant. We not stupid. We ignorant, but we not stupid. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? And y'all are ignorant to us, and we've been ignorant to y'all, but we all learning now. So we need to stop coming with the prejudgments. You know what I'm saying? It's another African cat that work up here. I got to chopping it up with him. You know what I'm saying? He said his daddy from the Congo, but his mama from Paris. When he said that, I'm looking at him. He darker than me. So I'm like, I said, your mama, she one of us, right? He like, yeah. I said, she from Paris? He said, yeah. I said, it's a lot of our people in Paris? He said, yeah. And then my supervisor, he in the army, he started laughing. He said, shit, we everywhere, bro. He's like, we everywhere. He didn't say bro, because he 50 plus years old. He's like, we everywhere, man. When I was in Germany, he started telling me about his army shit. Brothers here, brothers there. You see what I'm saying? You know, we everywhere. We family, but we different. But we need to respect each other as, you know, individuals. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is our African family. This is our Asian family. This is our European family. You understand what I'm saying? But we still have our distinct identity. That way we can all build together. Stop thinking that you come from us, so I'm better than you. Or, you know what I'm saying? I come from you, so I'm supposed to be worshiping you. You know, as an African American, all my ancestors in Africa, right? Nah, your shit is over here. So, long story short, you know, African peoples, our African family is our family, you know, but we just we different, and that's beautiful, you know, but we can learn a lot from each other, and we can do a lot together. So let's stop arguing. Long story short, and for all us, you know, we gonna keep arguing. There's no hope for black folks. Y'all niggas just like to argue too much. Anyway, peace and love. Take it easy.